a documentary filmmaker from Greece, Tassos Karantakos, who's joining us here in the morning in the studio for Starting Point. Hello, good morning.
Hai, Tassos.
Selamat pagi. Tassos Karantakos.
Exactly. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to yet another video here in the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. It's 7 a.m. I'm on the Grab and I'm heading to the head office to TVRI, if I'm not mistaken, because I have an interview today in Indonesian TV. Super excited. Follow along. So, one of the problems I have this morning is that my data, my internet is over, and I just called a taxi using the hotel Wi-Fi. That's a problem because when I arrive, I'm not sure, I hope I put the right address because I'm on a tight schedule, you know, because 8 a.m. in less than an hour I have to be on air, so yeah. Makasih mas. Thank you. Makasih. So I think we're here. TVRI World? It's there, so I walk from here.
Masjid.
There.
Masjid. Itu. Dan left.
Okay. Makasih ya. Okay. So we're here. At least that guy confirms it's in this complex. So that's good because I was stressed, man. Let me tell you, I was working till 1 a.m. and had to wake up at like, is this one? This one. Further, okay. So this is, I guess, TVRI Central. Can you see there? This is the state TV, guys. So huge moment for me. Not every day happens that you travel in their country and you're invited to, you know, their state TV. So huge honor. Shout out to Andre for doing this. And yeah, let's see. Mafia, mas. TVRI World.
TVRI World.
Di mana?
Mana? Macet. TVRI World arahnya. TVRI World.
Oke, makasih ya. Pagi mas. Apa kabar?
Ini nanti ada parkiran mobil, Mas.
Oke.
Ya, Mas masuk dalam. Nanti ada orang lagi itu kok. Jangan di sebelah sini. Di samping apa tuh? Minimarket.
Ya.
TVRI
Ya.
World situ.
Makasih ya. So, no idea what he said, but he said mini market and showed me this direction. So I see a mini market. We should be okay. And you see here literally all the, you know, newscasters. I think, you know, obviously, you know, unseen voices about diving deeper into stories. And I would argue, you know, mainstream media don't have the time because it's fast-paced. They need to tell the news fast. They still have their role, you know, giving people the news. And I know they criticize them. Many people criticize them, me included, but they play their role, you know. So TVRI, maybe it's this one, because you said mini market. Maybe it's this one. Let me see. Mafia, mas. Pagi. TVRI World. TVRI World. It's here. Found it. TVRI World. Hello, hello. That's me. Yes, that's me. Yeah.
I'm Tuti.
How are you? Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
No problem. No
The
problem.
studio over there.
Okay, so I have to go over there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come with me.
I was just asking TVRI World, so they just
Oh, this is a newsroom,
beautiful.
but only 5 of us.
Nice, nice. You guys are Premiere Pro, huh? Premiere
This
Pro.
is editor.
I know.
Yeah.
I have one editor myself. Nobody else.
I just watched your vlog.
Thank you so much.
in
Thank you.
Jogja
Yeah.
And Papua.
Yeah, I just sent you some stuff because this is like few days ago.
Yeah,
you know.
we
This
need
is not.
the footage for insert during the interview.
I understand. Yes, I know how it works. Yes, yes.
Shall we go to studio now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So, and your name is
My name is Tuti.
Tuti.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Newsroom here. Let's see. The computer is so big. Editors, it's a lot that goes into producing the news, really. Okay. Ayo.
Ayo.
Bahasa Indonesia sedikit. 3 weeks here, so I'm trying to learn every day, you know?
How long you've been here?
3 weeks I've been here.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Bagus, tidur dulu ya guys.
Okay, thank you guys.
Come with me.
Thank you.
You're a bit away from the studio.
It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, it's just a big complex, so I was asking, you know.
Didn't the security officer
I mean,
get you to the studio?
he told me in Bahasa, he's like, go like this. So I wasn't sure, you know, just.
So how come you end up in this?
No, he told me mini market, so I don't know, I just came here, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a big complex, huh?
Actually, the studio in that building.
I've done it a few times, like TV in Greece, but this is the first time I do it in English, so
Oh, I see.
it should be okay though, because
Yeah.
my English is better than my Greek now, because I'm always abroad, you know. So when I go back to Greece, I forget, you know.
Our program is full in English.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I think it's very nice what you do, like that you know, you bring Indonesia to the world, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's very
We
nice.
have two versions: national program and international program.
Yes. Okay, so is the big one this one?
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
building.
Because I was saying TVRI World, so that's why they sent me there. I don't know.
Yeah. The newsroom is over there, and but
Okay.
studio is.
I'm glad they sent me in the newsroom because you know I'm also producer, so it's nice to see you know behind the scenes. Yeah, wow, big complex, no? Yeah. So are you from Jakarta or from other place?
You know West Sumatra?
I was in Padang, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
I don't know.
from
I don't know more places, but yes.
Padang.
Masakan Padang? Enak banget.
Nasi Padang.
Rendang.
Yeah, rendang is from my hometown.
Is it?
Yeah.
So good. I love it.
I've been in Santorini.
You've been?
Yeah.
No way.
I love
Nice, no?
Acropolis.
Yes, I know.
Visit the Acropolis
Yeah.
and the old stadium and the
Oh,
new
the
one.
wow. Yeah, I live in Athens, so it's beautiful to see that you've been.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Greece.
Yes. I live in Indonesia, so.
Pagi, Pak.
Once, pagi.
The waiting room over there.
Okay.
And I'll check the makeup artist first.
Beautiful.
For your touch up.
Thank you so much.
This way to here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No worries, no worries.
Wait, yeah?
Yeah. All right, so we're here. This is, I guess, live right now.
The makeup artist is already here.
Yeah. Beautiful.
You can
So
touch-up dulu ya, Mbak.
we're on time. Okay, perfect. Pagi. Apa kabar? Baik.
Basically, the interview is in the second segment.
Okay.
Second two, so we have opening for the first segment, and I will tell you for the second one.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll leave you here, yeah? I will check the studio first. I'll leave you here. I'll come back.
Okay.
Siran? Siran?
Yeah, no problem. No, grab. And the hair was very bad. It's okay. Mafia tidak bahasa Indonesia.
Iya, iya. Oh, di spray?
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iya.
Okay.
Oke.
Makasih Bu.
Iya, sama.
I wait here, no?
Iya.
I wait here. Okay, makasih ya. Okay. So we're ready. Thank you. Pagi Mas. You good? Nice to meet you. Makasih ya. Alright, so we're here. Told me second segment. The show starts 8 to 9, and I'm on the second segment, so probably 8:30 or something. I don't know. But you can see they're on right now 7:30 local time. So we will wait. Minum. I'll take this to drink. It's okay. Saya mau minum satu kopi hitam tanpa gula. Okay. Studio 6, this is where we are, yeah?
Yes, this is our studio.
Wow, beautiful. Pagi. How are you? Pagi, morning. How are you? Pleasure.
I'm Siska, by the way.
Tasos, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Meet you, Tasos.
Wow. So this is where the magic happens. Oh no, thank you for inviting me. It's an honor. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Amazing. And then you have the monitors here for people to see. And this is where I guess it's gonna take place. So this is where we're gonna be sitting?
Yes.
Amazing. Beautiful. I like your shirt. Nice.
Thank you so much.
You're sharp. No. Thank you. How are you? Pleasure. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Pleasure.
Ini gimana bagaimana nih?
You can lift your back.
You can leave it down. Ah, okay. Perfect. Nice.
With this snack.
Oh, is this for me?
Yeah.
You know, in the morning I'm fasting, so I will eat later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're so hungry.
Apa kabar? How are you? You good?
I couldn't like look because I don't know where you're at.
Yeah, I know I was early and everything was good. I went. They sent me to the newsroom, so I walked in the newsroom,
You did? Oh yeah, our blonde needs.
and then like she brought me here. Yeah.
Did you reach her? How did you like get here? That's what I was.
Grab, the grab.
You know, like how did you like get here because you had no signal?
I mean, I put the address before I left, and the driver dropped me. I was like, TVRI, and they're like, good. So I just,
Okay.
yeah, I just ask people. It's all good. Sorry if I stressed you out.
No, it's all good.
So it's a beautiful setting we have here.
Yeah. Love that you're wearing batik.
No, I mean, I was like, okay, Indonesia.
Yeah.
I didn't bring a jacket.
It's not fun yet. Leather, yeah.
Whenever, do your thing. Hey, how are you? Nice shirt, beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Very nice.
This is cool, bro.
Yeah, it's from Jogja. I'm not sure if it's from there, but that's where I bought it. I thought Indonesia colors.
Stand by, 30 seconds.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Starting Point on TVRI World. This is where you get to start your day off with our compilation of information, news, updates, and headlines from Indonesia and all around the world.
You can take the phone.
Anticipation of El Nino. And also to resume life out of imports from Australia after a break last July due to
Stand by, 30 seconds.
Welcome back to Starting Point on TVRI World. Still with me is Siska Becker and my partner Audrey Utoyo, who cannot wait to introduce to you our special guest for today's edition.
Yes, indeed, Siska. We do have a special guest right here in our studio. And before that, let's get a little bit of a brief background and profile of who he is. So, movies can be a way to share and express admiration or appreciation to something or someone. Now, talking about movies, let's get to know more about a filmmaker, Tassos Karantakos, a filmmaker from Greece. Let's take a look. Tassos Karantakos has traveled several countries and expressed his admiration for something unique from the countries he visited. Among the nations he's visited by Tassos include Palestine, Ukraine, and now Indonesia. He has documented the Mentawai tribe in West Sumatra and will visit Yogyakarta. The filmmaker shares his experiences through a social media account called Unseen Voices, which has been running for 3.5 years.
Wow, those are fascinating visuals from a documentary filmmaker from Greece, Tassos Karantakos, who's joining us here in the morning in the studio for Starting Point. Hello, good morning.
Tassos.
Selamat pagi. Tassos Karantakos.
Exactly.
You have to be
I know
really
it's difficult
careful.
Greek names,
I
you know.
know, we're
What
not
can you do?
familiar.
Pleasure
Try
being
saying it
here.
5 times fast.
Oh, that's that's true. That would really test
Yes.
my Greek. Yes.
So thank you for being here.
No, it's
first
my
of all.
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now, please allow us to know you better first. Could you tell us how long have you been doing this documentary filmmaking?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been into filmmaking for the past 4 years, but it's really the past 2 years that I'm
Okay.
really focusing on documentary filmmaking. I would say like my passion really excelled when it comes to documentaries with the war in Ukraine. I just happened to be back in Greece and it started, and I had friends there. So I've been I've been documenting the war for I've been 3 times in 3 separate occasions. Then
In Ukraine? You've been
Yes,
to Ukraine
in
3
Ukraine,
times?
yeah, yes.
Oh, wow.
In 3 different stages of the war. The first week, then after the Russians retreated from Kiev, and then I went to Kharkiv the 3rd time.
Was that how you started doing documentaries, or did
No,
have you done
not
that
really.
before
Actually,
even?
everything started in Southeast Asia, which is exciting. So it's a full circle moment for me 4 years later coming back here, because
Okay.
4 years ago, I wanted to pursue filmmaking.
Okay.
And so I saved some money and I dropped out of university, not recommended.
Did you really? I
Yes.
wonder what your parents said
Yes.
about that.
Well, they're proud now I'm here, so it all
okay.
worked out.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
worked out. But yeah, so I bought a one-way ticket to 2019 in Singapore, and then I visited
Okay.
Vietnam, Thailand, and Myanmar. Myanmar really changed me because that's where I did my first expedition trip, visiting a tribe in the western part of the country.
Right.
It's called Chin State. It's the last generation carrying a tattoo tradition in their faces because the government there outlawed this tradition in 1962. So anyway, that was like my first expedition, right, in Myanmar. Like that's like 4 years ago.
Okay.
And though at the time I wasn't making documentaries, I was always carrying that feeling with me. And then fast forward in 2020, like November, then I went to Mexico. It was one of the few countries open during COVID, obviously.
Okay.
And there, I decided to pursue really documentary filmmaking because I stayed there for a while. And I filmed 4 episodes, 4 episodes in southern Mexico about different topics. And then I went to New York trying to promote these documentaries. That's where I met Audrey.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
Yes.
that's true. That's
right.
where we're at.
Yes, and then I was planning to stay there, but anyway, with visa problems, I came back to Europe, and then the war started, the war in Ukraine.
Okay.
So that's where I really, explored my, and it's contradictory because it's such a sad situation, obviously, but from, maybe you understand this, like as a newscaster, as a reporter, as a documentary filmmaker, it's interesting from a creative standpoint, right?
Okay.
So it was tough, but then that toughened me up to visit places like Mentawai, for example, like 3, 4, 5 days in the jungle to document this. So yeah, it's just a passion about, as you said, unseen voices.
Yeah.
Our goal is to give a voice to 100 communities around the world because with long form content, you know, it's not like 5 minutes. It can be how long you want to be.
Yeah.
You can really dive deeper into the story. So, you know, my goal is really to visit communities like in Africa. I've been to alleged witch camps, and I really research and read so as to give a voice to people that have no voice. That's like my main goal.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like the name that you chose, Unseen Voices. I have never seen or heard anything like that. Like, how did you come up with that name? Was it from the original travels? Was it just after seeing this community? Like, what in particular about that interests you?
I mean, as I said, it's about the untold stories, and I was trying to find a catchy way to really portray it, so it catches your attention, so it's successful.
Yeah, it did.
But it really, you know, it really embodies my goal. You know, my goal, as I said, is like to go to places that people don't go. That's why, for example, I'm in Indonesia like 3 weeks. No Bali for me, no Lombok. It's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
But for me, it's like really diving deeper into the stories. That's why I went to Mentawai. That's why tomorrow I have a 6 a.m. flight to West Kalimantan. I go.
Wow.
Yes, I go to Borneo for a while, just to document 2 of the Dayak tribes there.
All right.
So.
For me, that's fascinating. And I really want to know, actually, how did your infatuation and your passion for this indigenous tribes, for their way of living, and for this unheard of communities, how did it begin? How did you first get interested in that kind of topic? You know, it's very anthropology based, right?
Yes.
Did you learn about this at
It
school?
is. Not really, and you know, as a documentary filmmaker, every time you start on a new story, you realize how much you don't know because you have to educate yourself on that story.
Of course.
So much research, I'm sure.
A lot. So like everything starts like months ago. Like for me to come here, I was reading about the Mentawai, I was reading about the Dayak that I'm going tomorrow, and obviously it really helps to have a local person on the ground to guide you, give context into the story. But as I said, my interest really started in Myanmar, like 4 years ago, as I said.
Okay.
But then it's just me personally. I like to read, and I'm really into documentaries and geopolitics and everything.
Okay.
So
it's always been your interest.
the past 4 years, really, that I've really developed.
And it started in Southeast Asia, right? Now you're from Greece. That's like the other part of the world. Why did you?
Quite far.
It's quite far.
Yes.
Why did you decide to go all the way to Southeast Asia to begin this exploration of yours?
Because I'll tell you what, so like when I was studying, before I dropped out, I was meeting people in Europe, people from Australia, and everybody was telling me about Southeast Asia. And because I have this genuine curiosity, as I said, I always want to explore a place outside of Europe, outside of what's familiar to me.
Yeah.
So many people had to recommend Southeast Asia. I had no idea. I just booked a one-way ticket.
Oh, really?
Here, in November
Wow.
2019, and then explore as I went. I still remember, of course, I mean, I landed in Singapore, which is like a Western place, but then I remember I went to Saigon and Ho Chi Minh.
Okay.
And I remember getting on the Grab for the first time, and I was like, what is this place? Because for you guys it's normal, but for me, where I'm from...
Yeah, completely different experience.
Yes, and people here, like, it's the culture, you know, like very, very different, the Asian cultures, if I'm allowed to say that.
Was there like any misconception that you had as a European when it comes to Southeast Asia, and then you realize that actually it's a completely different thing once you get here and learn about the way we live here?
Not really, because when I was younger, I wasn't really that educated in this part of the world, if I'm being completely honest. But what I came to realize is like, you guys have genuine respect for one another, and this is part of your culture here. And especially in Indonesia, for example, here I was just discussing this earlier, that people here are genuinely nice. It's difficult for me to explain. When people say makasih or matur nuwun, if you're in Central Java or somewhere. Yes.
Very smooth. That was
Now you know
good.
those terms, yes.
You guys have 700 languages. It's crazy.
It's true,
But
it's true.
I want to say that people are so like genuinely nice here, and it feels so nice because I'm so far away from home, as you said.
Yeah.
To have a place that, you know, your heart feels warm, and Indonesia is that for me this past few weeks. So.
That's so good to hear.
Yeah, it is really great to hear.
What has been the best experiences so far in Indonesia?
I would say, of course, the Mentawai was insane. You know,
Okay.
yes, 'cause it was difficult. You know, I knew it was jungle, but then
Yes.
I arrived there and it was like really jungle. Like,
It's a
it takes
really
a
dense
while.
tropical jungle, right?
Yes, because like to go, you have to fly from Jakarta, let's say, to Padang. From
Okay.
there, you take a 3.5-hour ferry. From there, you take a wooden boat 2 hours into the jungle, and then you hike like barefoot in the mud for like 2 hours to arrive where the shamans are.
Okay.
So that was a very beautiful experience. But I would say the best experience has been every single day. This morning, coming here, the Grab driver is smiling, everybody's so nice. And yeah, I already know I'm coming back here. So maybe I'll see you again.
That's true.
I think our niceness has rubbed off on him, Audrey. He's being
Just
so
from
nice.
this short conversation, yes.
Through this conversation.
And we most definitely look forward later on, like when you're back here in Indonesia. And that's so interesting that you also have the courage to go to these communities. That's honestly
right?
what I am really interested about, because not just anybody would go out of their comfort zone, have that bravery and courage to go to a community that you do not know of and you do not speak the language. That is incredible.
You know, one of my big motivations with the project is that in a world today with social media, everybody has a phone, everything is so well documented, right? It's so difficult to find a story that is not documented. So in order to do that, you have to go in extreme lengths. And many people ask me, are you afraid to go to the war? Of course I'm afraid, I'm not crazy, I don't want to die. But you overcome that for the sake of the story.
Okay. Now, I want to get to the nitty-gritty of your filmmaking. I mean, I want to speak on behalf of maybe other young filmmakers who are watching us right now. So first, I want to know, how do you keep fit? Because it's a lot of work, a lot of stamina is needed, a lot of energy, endurance when you go through these jungles, living with them. It's not like us city folks are used to, right? So, of course, you need to be sure that stamina-wise, endurance-wise, you're ready for this. How do you get ready for that?
You really don't. And after every trip, you really need to rest.
Okay, all right.
Right now, like after jungle, I'm like a bit tired. But I'm fasting, for example, because like that's I practice intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And that's because when you travel, you don't control your diet. Like, for example, for me, like amazing food, masakan in Indonesia and nakbangat, amazing. But I'm not used to the taste in Indonesia, anywhere I go. So one way you can control that, because you cannot control the intake most of the time, but you can control the how you eat, and that really like gives me energy.
Okay.
And just also.
And you carry your equipments everywhere.
Yeah, just with a bag everywhere. So just working out and just sleeping well. Sleep is important.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking about your finances, how do you finance all these travels and explorations? Because
no, absolutely.
that would be the number one question, actually, by
I
a
know,
lot of filmmakers.
it's always the number one question, yes.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, traveling is not as expensive as we think. That's A.
Okay.
B is that, so the documentaries themselves don't make me money yet. But for example, when I go and make a documentary in the war in Ukraine, maybe I work for stations like this. They hire me. So I'm a freelancer, you know, and it helps obviously because I have a track record now. So people can see the level of my work and everything, my portfolio. So I get jobs like that. Like I've worked like with big newspapers, like El País, the biggest Spanish-speaking newspaper. But also, I work with a big YouTuber. He's a friend of mine. So basically, I finance my documentaries. And I do other jobs like freelance video making outside of that to finance.
I see.
This,
so you hustle here.
Yes, but you know, like, but it's 100% risk. When you're like on your own, it's risky, like from a financial standpoint. But again, I'm willing to take that risk. You know, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So hopefully it's gonna work out.
I think our conversation has just got interesting, but we're gonna take a little break now. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue our conversation, of course, with this young filmmaker from Greece, Tassos. Don't go anywhere. Starting Point, we'll be right back. Thank you for staying with us on Starting Point on TVRI World, where I, Siska Becker, my partner, Audrey Utoyo, are still so fascinated by all the stories from our guest, Tassos Karantakos, young filmmaker who has been traveling all over Indonesia for his documentary Unseen Voices.
That's true, Siska. And Tassa, it is really interesting. We've heard just a little bit, we've scratched the surface of your story. Now I want to ask you, why Indonesia? Because you said that you've been to all these different places, these remote villages in the world, exotic countries. Why did you choose Indonesia? Is it the ethnic group? Is it the food? What's an aspect about it that really stands out to you?
It's really everything, because as I said, 4 years ago I started traveling here in Southeast Asia, really, but I didn't have time to visit the whole region.
Okay.
So Philippines I'm missing, and Indonesia, I always want to come here. And I know you guys have such a diverse and rich culture, 700 languages, 800 are spoken. Like, that's insane concept to me because my country, just one language, that's it. That's it, you know? So, and I really knew, like, obviously I didn't know specifics before I started researching, but I really knew that you have like different ethnic groups and everything. And then I started researching and I realized there's not enough time for me to cover everything. Because
Too many.
yes, because you have from Sulawesi, like Java, Sumatra, and you know,
17,000 islands that,
it's like
would take
insane.
a lot of time.
So I really had to choose
Okay.
because I only had like really 2 weeks to film here. So I chose Java.
Okay.
Really Jakarta, I'm doing a story here
Okay.
these days. And then Sumatra, like West Sumatra that I went for the Mentawai. And then a bit of West Kalimantan.
Okay. So how about yourself though? What is your favorite type of filmmaking? Like maybe you have like a favorite filmmaker that you can tell us that can give us a little more glimpse into your filmmaking style.
No, obviously, you know, it goes back when I was young, National Geographic, and you know, the classics, right? But really, for me, I guess my generation, I watch YouTube. Like that's where I get my creative
Inspiration.
Exactly. Thank you. And there's a few channels. So like the reason I'm doing what I'm doing because besides Myanmar that I explained before the story and everything, is a channel named Indigo Traveler. This guy.
Indigo Traveler.
Yeah, that he started like back in 2014 when nobody was really doing this type of content. He was going to Afghanistan, to all these places. And I was like, this is like fascinating concept to me. So I wish I could do that.
So that sparked the interest as well to capture all these far away places.
Yes,
that you think can you know, serve as inspiration to other people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you know that with what we do comes also responsibility, you know, because when I come and like, for example, we're talking about the Mentawai or I go to the war in Ukraine, like there's a certain geopolitical context you have to respect and you have to be knowledgeable to do this thing. So it's a burden, you know, like so sometimes it can be a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, like I follow a few YouTube channels and it's amazing to see how with so like, I would say small productions, you know, somebody's in their house and they do such high level of work. So it's really amazing. I can recommend a few channels like Johnny Harris, Indigo Traveler, and James Channing.
Nice, cool.
Others,
Wow. Like now that you have done a lot of these traveling and encountered so many different types of people, what are some takeaways that you've had from this experience? Because I would say this is not a normal experience, right, Siska, for people, especially still in their mid-20s, like being able to have all these experiences and travels. Like, what are some of the lessons that you've learned as well?
Great question. So first is that the world is abundant, and the more you explore the world, the more you realize how much you don't know.
Okay.
Every time I go into a new country, I think I have some experience, and then I realize, no, totally new place. You gotta start from zero. Have to be open to the culture. When I come, for example, in Indonesia, I'm super open. Like I'm listening to people. I'm trying to learn, because many people travel, but few people learn. Like that's a common question is how many countries you've been in. Doesn't matter how many countries you've been in. What matters is what you do in that country. So that's A, and B is that though I go to dangerous areas around the world is a lot safer than we think, and people help you. And despite from Africa to America to Asia, people will help you. People are nice. That's like the main takeaway I've gotten. And even like, for example, in the war in Ukraine and like in very intense places, people are still nice and people are very resilient. So I'm very proud about, I would say, the human race Maybe that's too romantic to say, but people are nice. There are always exceptions.
Okay.
Greece here maybe, but people are nice for the most part.
Okay. That is such a great takeaway. So you can say that your faith in humanity was restored through these travels. And that's also a
Yes.
great tip for other filmmakers out there who's probably still deciding to go through with, you know, everything that they dreamed of, making all those documentaries. Just so your suggestion would be just go for it.
Just do it.
Yes, and don't get me wrong, it's not gonna be easy. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna hand you over anything, but it's part of the process, you know. If it's
Okay.
not, if it were easy, anybody would do it. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it.
And prepare to hustle hard, right?
That's true.
Along the way.
Yeah.
So Unseen Voices, when can we see it? Where can we see it? What can you tell us about how to be a part of the journey and
Yes,
the and
they're
the
part
program?
of your community.
Yeah.
No, for sure, for sure. It's Unseen Voice all across social media,
Okay.
YouTube, Instagram, too many ones, TikTok. I gotta be more active, but I'm getting old, so. But yeah, YouTube, Indonesia videos coming soon, so excited.
Excited to see
All
that.
right, all right.
Yes,
Looking forward
indeed. And
to-
lastly, Tassos, what is a message that you would like to address to the Indonesian people?
I would say terima kasih for everything, and yeah, I don't know, your country is amazing, and I already know I'm coming back, so thank you for everything, and see you soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Tassos Karantakos, for sharing with us your story and your inspiration and starting point today. All the best for your future travels, and hopefully you'll get to find out even more about Indonesia and share it with the rest of the world.
For sure, my pleasure, and good luck to you too.
Yes, thank you, Tassos.
No worries. Hey. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Pleasure's all ours. Thank you for sharing with us.
Amazing. No, amazing. You kept on stalling, huh? I was trying to like finish. I was like, I understand TV. I was like, finish, you know? Like, I know they tell you on to the next, you know? Awesome. But it was so amazing. Thank you so much.
Let's take a picture together.
Yeah, let's take a picture.
Okay.
Amazing. Audrey, you're the best. Thank you for arranging us.
Our pleasure.
Thank you too.
Yes, of course. Really nice meeting you. All the
Amazing.
best to you, yeah. Stay healthy.
I know. When you ask how you say stay fit, no, really, it's like it takes a like.
I can only imagine, you know, the stamina it takes to
It's like
go through those
it's a
jumbo.
lot. It's a
And
lot.
especially for you because of the climate. I was actually thinking about
It's like it's
tropical climate.
It's
can be-
intense. It's
Right?
intense, but you know,
You just go through.
because
it
like you go to the jungle, and you're like, guys, like, oh, now we're walking the mud for 2 hours. I'm like barefoot. My feet are destroyed.
in the jungle.
You have no idea. You'll see the video. It was like insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's.
You guys are pros. Okay, let's take a picture. You guys pros. I will never be able to do this because it's like you have to be like when it's live, no room for mistake. No,
Yeah.
it's like
But
right.
in a way, it's the same concept of just roll with it. You know, just rolling with it.
Yes, but it's different because
and
for
you
me.
have to get in the moment.
Yes,
just, you
yes.
know.
No, but it's great. You guys have like you guys are pros. Like you guys are great.
Appreciate that.
No, of course, of course. Okay, what's the plan? Picture.
What the youngsters are doing with us. We're just trying to relate.
I'm saying it's like so. I'm just trying. But I always mess up. I say ibu to like young people.
Oh really?
Yeah, I signed too. I signed away my rights before.
You did.
What is this? Why do we sign this?
Money.
Money? Ah, okay.
Wait, I'm like thinking how are they gonna transfer it to?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Do I get money for this?
you do.
What?
As a guest. I mean, it's like not. It's like.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
In Greece, not only you don't get money, it's like it's crazy. But anyway, I'm not gonna include this in the video. Okay, let's do it. Thank you for the coffee, man.
Yeah, all good, man.
Cheers.
Satu cuci Arlene.
oh, I
Kemarin
see.
I cannot come for FT
Yeah.
because futsal.
Oh.
Okay. Makasih, Mas. Say dadah. Dadah.
Makasih, Bram. That's his name.
Makasih, Bram.
Yeah. Bye, Bram. Thank you.
So that's it. We're leaving the studio. Makasih. He's like, okay. He's like, okay, bule. He's like, okay, bule. He's like. So is this all the TVRI
Yeah.
that's broadcasting right now?
It is. So we have 3 channels now. The national channel, the world channel, which is international, and then sports.
So you have like Jogja, Java, so all
And
all the cities, right?
It's in like every single place in Indonesia.
Wow.
Yeah, every single province.
Okay, that's crazy. So and it's the first TV channel of Indonesia, yes?
So the anniversary of like national television days of Indonesia is literally like our birthday, because it's like the first one.
You guys are like co-founders of Indonesia or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
In
yeah.
1945, is it?
I mean, we didn't plan it though.
Okay.
But it's 61 years this year, so it would be like 1962. Yeah.
God damn.
Well, Indonesia was just 17. 17? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do coffee, no? Kopi. Saya mau minum satu kopi hitam tanpa gula.
That's good. You want one black coffee without sugar?
Yes, because here you have to say black coffee and without sugar.
I know, they would put sugar
I know.
for you.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, coffee.
Okay, coffee.
Coffee here. The backstage of TVRI.
Backstage.
Ayo. How's my bahasa?
It's good.
Non-existent.
Non-existent. I would say it's more existent now.
Compared to
Yeah.
the first time we met.
Compared to the first time. But you're already like, you could say makasih mbak.
Makasih mbak. You know what I love here? When they say makasih, you say yeah. And then in Jogja they say nge.
I know.
Nge.
Yeah.
Nge.
Yeah.
Okay. I smell coffee.
There is coffee very soon.
TVRI, yeah? Crazy. It reminds me of like you know, in Greece, the national channel, state channel is called ERT. It really reminds me the grounds, very similar because I've been there too. And
Yeah, for your interview.
yeah.
So now I think you just have to hit all the countries there. Greece, Indonesia. Next year you're gonna be on BBC.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
you're gonna be on DW.
Yeah.
He's
Hopefully,
gonna hit all
I mean,
of them.
hopefully, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one.
This is the place?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. It's called rendezvous. It's not rendezvous.
Rendezvous. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's rendezvous.
Oh, it's
They
beautiful.
spelled
Let's
it
do it. I wanna. Es americano tanpa gula.
Gula makes you fat.
Huh?
So no gula for you.
No gula for me. Gotta stay fit.
Gotta stay fit, right?
Go to Kalimantan tomorrow.
I know.
6 a.m. I have the flight.
Really?
I was like, damn. I won't sleep basically.
That's early. You just sleep tonight.
I'm gonna sleep. Too
It's-
much work. Thank you so much for having me, huh? You're amazing.
My most pleasure.
Okay.
Likewise.
Some coffee.
Incredible.
Planning for today. You helped me film for Pollution Jakarta. So I'm doing a story on pollution, and yeah, that's it. Enjoy the productive convo now. Off to interview some people. So.
To interview.
Ayo, pool.
Oh, this is very heavy.
So we're the fastest grab of all time, aka taxi here.
It
Like,
came in like
as soon as I
1
called in
minute.
the app, he's like, I'm here. I'm like, okay, this is it. It's like the fastest grab of all time. Yeah, wow. Okay, after you. Pagi. Siang?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
now.
siang. Yeah, sorry. It's siang. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so now we're going.
Keluarnya ke sini aja ke kanan. Kanan means right.
Kanan? So as I told you, I'm doing my second talk on air pollution here in Jakarta, because air pollution is air quality is bad now.
Yeah, it's not so good, man.
And of course, it's not the nicest thing to talk about, but it's an issue that needs to be addressed, so it's good to talk about it. So, bye-bye.
Bye.
TVRI, you come here tomorrow or something? Oh,
I do.
look at this, all the...
I know, they have field trips here.
Oh, wow.
They have a lot of kiddos.
Beautiful. So yeah, Audrey is gonna be helping with translating. And actually, thank God, I got the person from Greenpeace to be on the documentary, which is huge because, you know, guys, like for us, newscasters and filmmakers, it's very important to getting credible organizations to be featured in your work because it gives the doc, the article, the report credibility, right?
Yeah, sources.
Yeah, so that's it. TVRI, amazing experience. So this one I'm gonna end this vlog, aka behind the scenes, aka me trying something new. Yeah, stay tuned for the Jakarta documentary, and then tomorrow I'm going to Borneo for 2 more dogs. So peace out, see you soon.
The reading of air pollution data. Let's say government have like now 11 air monitoring stations.